Hello everybody, it's me, the Real Locomaniac. I'm back again with another 8-Bit Wars, Sega Vs Nintendo. And as you can see, today I'll be playing Shinobi. Now, I've already done an 8-Bit Wars on this on the Spectrum vs Amstrad vs Commodore 64, but now it's time for the 8-Bit consoles. As always with the 8-Bit Wars, we'll start off with the arcade version. Now, I am going to continue with the whole Shinobi theme. There's a few more Shinobi related videos which I'll be uploading in the next week and a bit. But anyway, back to tell you a little bit about this game. This is one of my favourite arcade games ever. I think it's done by Sega, and again, you know, like I mentioned in the previous video, the reason why it appealed to me was because the main character was a ninja. I mean, it's very similar to another game, which was a Rolling Thunder, which you are like some sort of spy, like sort of James Bond type character. But this appealed to me a lot more because of just this game had a bit more character, you know, because you were ninjas, there were weird sort of other ninjas after you. There was like Spider-Man in it at some point. All right, there's Keno. He's just run away. Now, guys, yep, I was meant to upload this a few days ago, but I've been doing some gardening, so that's been keeping me busy. I've also been sort of like putting together my B&Q garden bench, which is finally done. So once I've uploaded this video and my next video, which will be a Bubble 8-Bit Wars Sega vs Nintendo, I'm going to sit down in my garden and drink shitloads of Magners and get nicely drunk. That's the plan. Alright, now, time to plug the site again, like I normally do. If you haven't checked out the 1 Hour Monthly Podcast Show site, check it out. Why not visit the forum as well? Now, the interesting about the forum is, we've got a high score board table there, which we've got a few games. We've got Horace Goes Skiing, California Games, the surfing one on the Sega Master System. We've also got Bejeweled Blitz on the PC and on the iPhone with a high score. That's the other games we've got on there as well. We've got Quick Snacks on the Spectrum. We've got Bomb Jack on the Spectrum as well, and a Chucky Egg as well on the Spectrum. So I think at the moment I'm ahead on some of those, and I still need to put my score on some of those. So if you haven't checked it out, go to the site, find the forum, and why not sort of enter our little tournament that we've got going. Anyway, that's enough plugging. Let's beat the crap out of Keno. So Keno, yep, you got to shoot him in the eyes. Don't know how the hell I discovered that you had to shoot him in the eyes. Maybe it's because when I was in the arcade, I probably saw someone do it. Oh, and look at that. Double death, but no, I win.
Mission 1, finish.
Yeah, anyway, that's the arcade level. Oh, here's the bonus stage. Alright, next up is the Sega Master System version of Shinobi. There was some, well, I wasn't saying impressive box art, it was kind of crap actually. I was never too impressed with the box art on the Sega Master System, they were always a bit rubbish. Now, as you can see, the game's pretty colourful actually. I think it's more colourful than the actual arcade game there. The arcade was very bland, it used, I don't know, it was very similar to the graphics in Golden Axe actually, very plain. I quite like the graphics in this. As always, you've got to save those little fellas there, those little kids. They kind of remind me of Dungeon Master from the cartoon Dungeons and Dragons, don't you think? The other thing that this version has got that the arcade doesn't have is you get an energy bar, whereas the arcade you get hit once, it's game over. But here, you've got an energy bar, and if anything, to be honest with you, I think it actually helps. I think one hit kills was a little bit much, it was a bit overkill actually, and this way you get to enjoy the game a little bit more, you get to go a little bit further. This is a great conversion. I mean, I've never actually managed to finish it. I believe I've got to the part with the moving statues, and they ended up killing me, so they squashed me in this like electric sort of thing that's like a barricade or something. Oh man, got shot again. See, if that had been the arcade, I would have been dead. The music's pretty impressive in this game as well. Now obviously the graphics aren't as big as they are in the arcade, but you know what? I think as arcade conversions go, this is perfect. It's way beyond, you know, better than the 8-bit computer versions. And again, here we go, this is a bonus level. This actually appears, you know, like you've just seen after that first part of the level. In the arcade, you need to beat Keno first. And I'm dead. That green ninja kicked my ass. Yeah, and to rub it in anymore, it says you failed. Right, I'm on my quest now to beat the crap out of Keno on the Sega Master System version, and there's Marilyn Monroe up there as always. And hanging around is Spider-Man. He's wearing sort of the 2099 sort of costume there, future Spider-Man. If you haven't read that, check it out. I'm rambling on, but it's a great Spider-Man comic. Anyway, save Dungeon Master there. The controls in this are really fluid as well. The other thing as well is, like, if you get the bonus stage on this version as well, what you end up getting is you get your power, which I think was a nice addition as well. Bollocks. Come on. Gotcha, you son of a bitch. Yeah. This is probably one of my favourite arcade games. Sorry, arcade versions. And probably one of my favourite Sega Master System games, full stop. Somewhere along the line, I need to do like my top 20 Sega Master System games. I mean, I would do a top 10, but you know what? There's so many good Sega Master System games, it's going to be kind of hard. I mean, I'll probably end up doing like a top 20, you know, NES games as well, somewhere along the line. Okay, now that is some nice box art down there actually. It looks like some sort of dodgy martial art film there. I prefer, you know, than the box art on the 8-bit Nintendo. Sorry, on the 8-bit Master System. Right. Whoa, look at this. Now the graphics on this are very crap. I don't like the colour scheme. The music's pretty good though, actually. You know, the music's pretty impressive. The sprites are nicely drawn. I just don't like the colour scheme on this game, and the backgrounds are really just. I don't know. Did they run out of time? Like, why on earth do they do it like that? I've got to save these little albino children or albino children, whatever you call them. So, yep, that's who I've got to rescue in this version of the game. The sound effects pretty much on there with the Sega Master System version. Again, it's got like an energy bar, so if you do get hit, you don't die like in the arcade version. Again, I find that a great improvement. Now, this game did get slated quite a bit, actually. It's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. I mean, fair enough that it's an ugly-looking game, but I find that the whole playability is still there from the game. Alright, now it's bonus level, just like in the Sega Master System. It's not as impressive as the Sega Master System, as you can see there. The ninjas are a bit blockier when they're in the background. Okay, I think I might end up doing it this time. No, again, that ninja kicked my ass. And again, to rub it in my face, it says, you failed. Right, time to kick the crap out of Keno. I need to sort of make my way down there. And there's Spider-Man. Oh no, it's not. It's actually Daredevil. Daredevil's there instead of Spider-Man. Spider-Man was unavailable. He was out with Mary Jane, and Daredevil thought, you know what, I can hang around on the Nintendo version. And that's what he did. But yeah, playability-wise, this is pretty much near identical to the Sega Master System version. It really is. I mean, I can't really notice many differences. I mean, fair enough, the graphics aren't quite as nice, you know, and you don't save Dungeon Master. And then, listen to the music. The music's pretty much fantastic. I love that. Righty, done that. Yeah, so the next Sega Vs Nintendo 8-bit wars I'll be doing is Bubble Bubble, so stay tuned for that. I'll upload that in a little bit. Now, don't you think Keno has been working out? I mean, check out those fucking arms. He's just been lifting weights. He also looks like he's ready to take a big sort of fart as well. Look at him just standing there. Anyway, I've got to make a choice. The winner is the Sega Master System. Goodbye, guys. See you next time.